They called for help. Again and again. The 911 dispatcher heard the screams, but no officers showed up. 7 hours later, the house was silent. When police finally arrived, 6 people were found brutally murdered. And the most terrifying part? The killer might have still been inside. This isn't just a failure. It's something far darker. What really happened on that quiet street in Ashbrook? July 14, 2019. Ashbrook, a small town known for its low crime rate, was about to make headlines for all the wrong reasons. At exactly 10:42 p.m., a frantic 911 call was placed from the Miller residence. A woman, later identified as 28-year-old Sarah Miller, whispered into the phone, her voice barely audible. She said someone was in the house, that the lights were flickering, that she could hear footsteps, but no one was supposed to be home. The call lasted 97 seconds. Then it cut off. The dispatcher noted it as a potential break-in. But because there had been multiple false alarms in the area recently, no officers were sent. 15 minutes later, another call came in. This time it was from a neighbor, Mr. Reynolds. He reported loud bangs and a woman's scream. He said it sounded like someone begging for their life. Again, no response. The dispatcher marked it as a domestic dispute and said units were busy. By morning, the neighborhood smelled like something was rotting. The first responders finally entered the house at 7:23 a.m. What they found was a scene so brutal that some officers vomited on sight. Sarah Miller, her 2 children aged 6 and 9, her brother James, and her elderly parents were all found dead, tied, tortured, slashed, and there was something even more bizarre. On the walls, written in what appeared to be blood, were the words, "You heard us, but you did nothing." The local police chief blamed a dispatch miscommunication, but leaked internal emails revealed a very different story. Turns out, Sarah Miller had reported being stalked just 3 weeks earlier. She believed her ex-boyfriend, a former police trainee named Keith Dolan, was watching her. She'd filed a restraining order, but the documents were never processed. And Dolan? He was never questioned. Even stranger, records show that Dolan was logged in to the precinct's internal systems on the night of the murders. Yet no official trace of his activity exists. No fingerprints, no DNA, no security footage of his movements. It's as if someone had wiped everything clean. Some insiders believe Dolan had help from inside the department itself. Others claim the case was buried to protect a wider network of officers connected to illegal surveillance rings. Local journalists who tried to dig deeper, they received anonymous threats. One reporter, Melissa Kay, claimed her apartment was broken into, but nothing was stolen, only her laptop, which contained all her notes on the Ashbrook murders. To this day, no arrests have been made. The official case file reads, "Suspect unknown, evidence inconclusive," but the families of the victims believe otherwise. They say justice was ignored, just like that 911 call. Hook and debate prompt. How does a house full of screams, phone calls, and bloody messages go completely ignored by those sworn to protect? Was this a tragic series of errors, or something far more sinister? What's being hidden inside the Ashbrook Police Department? And why has no one ever been held responsible? Tell me what you believe in the comments. Was this gross incompetence, or a dark conspiracy buried behind a badge?